When it comes to using images of people in the AI space, know that there are certain legal limitations to use it commercially. And let's talk about it. So, before we get into legal ramifications and before we get into the topics of consent, let's just talk about just general terms of use, and let's just talk about where the technology comes from. So, for large language models, or for the large data models that these images are derived from, they're derived from images from across the internet. They're compiled of images that are not copyrighted and some that are copyrighted. So you don't know exactly where these images were taken from or whose images were used in the constructions of these models. Therefore, you don't know exactly whose likeness you are using when the model puts these things together. Now, the situation is still a little murky because the technology is so new. Therefore, I typically shy away from using anyone's likeness when using AI generated images, and that's just me. And we're going to go over that because I think it's really important to know that you don't have to use AI generated images in your content. You don't have to do it. And even though I teach how to use AI generated images, the fact of the matter is that businesses were using images way before you can use AI generated images. And these images came from professionals, models, artists, the same sources from which the AI models took the content in the first place. And these sources still exist for you right now. So for this coach, instead of going prompt after prompt after prompt trying to get what she wants and trying to get the perfect scenario and the perfect number of fingers and the perfect pose or hair color or whatever scenario that she's trying to get, I would recommend that she invest in a stock image library of diverse people. And they have so many stock image libraries right now in which you can choose based on age, gender, race, nationality, number of people. So there's really no reason why you can't find exactly what you want. Now, will you have to pay for it? Yeah, you'll have to pay a little bit of money for an image to use commercially. But think about it. There was a model that needed to get paid. There was a photographer that needed to get paid. There was likely a location that needed to get paid for, renting out that space too. So just keep in mind that by funding this, you are funding the art as well. It may sound like a shocker because I'm always talking about the benefits and the wonders of using artificial intelligence, but I think in certain situations you have to balance the possibilities versus the practicalities. If you're trying to do something with AI and it's coming to the point where it's just super not practical to prompt over and over for an image of a human being that is obviously going to look fake, you might as well just go with a stock image.